What can I get you? Don't say surprise me.
So, what's the latest?
Thought it was all talk until they started killing each other in the Badlands.
You're pretty calm about it.
When you live in a place run by pirates, violence becomes relative. I'm not gonna worry until the shooting's outside my bar.
How do you feel about Sloane? Do you like her?
I like Sloane fine, but her protection fees can go to hell.
She makes you pay for protection?
Yep, and the price of safety keeps getting higher. Can't complain too much, though. The outcasts are my biggest customers.
You mentioned the Charlatan and the Collective.
Yeah, what about them?
Who are they?
Wow, you're new here. No one knows who the Charlatan is. That's kind of the point. He, she, they, whatever, run the Collective. They like to think of themselves as some kind of spy network. But they're just thugs. Might be a little smarter than the outcasts, but no one's got the moral high ground in Kadara.
Thanks for the gossip.
Part of the job.
Were you a bartender back in the Milky Way?
Yup.
You like it?
Nope.
So why do it?
It's familiar.
If you want it familiar, you're in the wrong galaxy.
I am where I am. Bartended on Thestia for 200 years. Thought I wanted a change. Turns out, change sucks.
Actually, I'm okay.
Whatever.
Pathfinder. Interested in the Collective's services?
How do you know who I am?
The Collective makes a point of knowing everything and everyone worth knowing in Helios.
You sound more like information brokers than pirates.
The two aren't mutually exclusive.
Who is the Charlatan? No one seems to have a straight answer.
The Charlatan is our leader and a private individual. Even I haven't seen him in person.
You take orders from a stranger?
I've met representatives, people who speak for the Charlatan and carry out their will. Whoever the Charlatan is, man or woman, they provide information, care, resources. It's ours. That's enough for me.
I'm having trouble nailing down what the Collective is exactly.
Understandable. We aren't one thing. Think of us as a service provider. We cater to our clients' needs.
Even if that means killing and stealing from people.
Survival is an ugly business, Pathfinder, but unlike the outcasts, we aren't governed by hate. If the initiative proved reasonable, I'm sure the Charlatan would be willing to work with the Nexus.
Let's say I was interested in joining your little gang. How would I do that?
You're more high profile than our usual members, but it's up to the Charlatan who joins. If you have potential, our leader will reach out to you, usually through a representative.
And then what?
For some, that's it. Others may have to pass a test. It's different for every recruit.
What's going on between the Collective and the outcasts?
Officially, nothing.
Unofficially?
Lines are being drawn, Pathfinder. That's all I can say.
Thanks for your time.
Of course, Pathfinder. Of course.
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
Sloane's inside. Mind your damn manners.
Focus defenses here and here. The Ket have been quiet for too long. What?
That's quite the throne. Should I bow? Kiss your ring?
Very funny. So, what brings a Pathfinder to our humbled port?
Then Terev. Name ring any bells?
What's he to you? And don't lie to me.
I need him so I can infiltrate a Ket flagship. You've obviously got no love for the Ket. I'm doing you a favor.
Kadara is an Angaran port. They want Ven dead, and I want to keep them happy.
This is bigger than local politics.
You don't need Ven. You need his intel. Talk to him before I put his head on a spike.
I can work with that.
See? No reason we can't be civilized.
I should have brought refreshments.
Give the Pathfinder access to the holding cells.
Yes, sir.
You're not what I expected, Pathfinder.
I get that a lot.
Keep staying on Sloane's good side, and I'll be really impressed.
Did you switch sides with Sloane during the mutiny?
I came over on Arcnatanus. Never stepped foot on the Nexus.
I ran into some Natanus survivors on Havarl.
They're still alive? Must be Rix's doing.
You know Avitus?
We've crossed paths.
The Collective is making waves in Kadara port. What's the Outcast's plan to stay on top?
By not telling our strategies to strangers.
You and Sloane seem close.
What about it?
Nothing. Just wondering what's the story there.
We met on the Citadel. She punched me in the face when I offered to buy her a drink.
Seriously?
No. Mind your own business, Pathfinder.
Are you Sloane's second in command?
She calls me her right-hand Turian. I keep the wheel from squeaking.
See you around, Kitus.
Rules first.
Don't feed the prisoner.
Don't touch the prisoner. And the only thing that passes between you two are words. Got it? Running
Absolutely. I won't cause trouble.
What do you want?
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
This a new interrogation tactic? Sloane's getting lazy.
I don't answer to Sloane. I'm a Pathfinder with the Initiative.
The one who rescued the Moshai. I know who you are, and what happened on Vold.
You're well informed for someone behind bars.
The rumors hit before I was captured. That's why the mob wants me dead. Even deserters hate me.
The Archon's ship. Where is it?
I never saw it. Got my orders from a Ket transponder. But you could use its frequency to triangulate the Archon's location.
Do you still have it?
I buried it before I was arrested. Should still be outside the city.
Thanks for the intel.
Don't you want to know why I did it? Why I betrayed the Moshai?
Enlighten me.
We're losing the war against the Ket, and still, Ephra puts my brothers and sisters in danger to protect a useless old woman.
So you took things into your own hands.
I made the call, he wouldn't. The Archon only wanted the Moshae. I thought if I gave her up... I didn't know what the Ket were doing to my people.
You resent Ephra, so the Archon used that against you.
If Ephra was a better leader... it doesn't matter. And I'll accept the consequences.
Pathfinder, the communicator is buried outside the ceasefire zone. I suggest bringing a squad.
Vetra, Drac, are you back from... whatever it was you were doing?
Yep, our completely legitimate business deal went off without a hitch.
Benefit of bringing a Krogan along.
Tell Gil to prep the Nomad. I need to go outside the city.
Seen a dead body before. Move along. The charlatan strikes again.
If you would like, Pathfinder, I could provide an analysis of the deceased. He's Angaran. There are multiple lacerations on the face and abdomen.
Another body? I don't get paid enough for this shit.
There's been more than one murder?
7 by my count, but that's all I know.
Perhaps Mr. Vidal would have more information, Pathfinder.
You okay?
What? Oh, yeah, of course.
Maybe you should freak out more quietly then, so you don't draw attention to yourself.
Shit. Was I that obvious?
Yeah. What's going on?
I joined the Outcasts a few weeks ago. Kaitis tasked me with collecting protection fees. Thought it'd be easy. But we talked to so many people. I got the names mixed up and banished someone who paid their fee.
They didn't protest it?
Of course, she did. But they all do. We don't really listen.
You just kicked her out. No questions asked.
You don't have to guilt trip me. I thought about looking for her, but I can't risk Kaitis finding out I screwed up. I need this job to feed my little brother. Our mom's still in cryo on the Nexus. He's got no one else.
I'll look for her. Just tell me her name and any clues about where she might be.
Remy Tamayo. She would have gone to the slums for processing. After that, no idea. The warden might know. Everyone who's banished to the Badlands goes through him.
You're the Pathfinder, right? One of your crew, Liam, Already secured parking for your vehicle. She's ready for you.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladin. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jall's right.
I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramov system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Ramov? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Crap. No one fights harder than people with nothing to lose.
We still have to find the Ket transponder. That'll lead us to the Archon's ship.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eladin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey, I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned. As you were.
Hey, can I see you in the med bay?
Hey, Jal? Didn't mean to scare you.
What? I'm not scared. 1 second.
What's going on in here? You look busy.
If I'm busy, my mind is occupied with whatever I'm working on, rather than worrying.
I can see how that'd help.
I'd like your advice on something. I'm making gifts for everyone. I have a list.
Gifts?
Do Turians like poetry? For Vetra, I'm writing a poem and engraving it on... I'm not sure yet.
Who doesn't like a personalized poem?
Great. Maybe I could just recite it for her.
Make sure I'm there for that.
Liam seems to like my Rofjin. I might sew him one.
He does.
Do Krogan like knives? I could craft a ceremonial Angaran dagger for Drak.
Who wouldn't want that?
It's mainly decorative. Would you like one?
Jal, this is a lot of work. What's really going on?
I'm sure that I seem confident and skilled to you, but I'm not. or I don't feel like I am.
I feel like that a lot.
Good to know. Yes, thanks for sharing that.
Just be yourself.
My family is well known. Our lineage is respected, and many of my kin have achieved great things. I've never been one of them. So many older siblings and cousins who succeeded at everything. I stopped trying to keep up.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
You're not in anyone's shadow here. I believe in you.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Kadara Port's pretty grisly, huh? Probably get into all sorts of trouble there. And now we're going after the Archon's ship? Sure that's a good idea.
Of all the ideas so far, it's the one most likely to blow up in our face.
Oh, thanks for the inspiration. Any other bubbles you want to burst?
Is there more about Kalinda you want to share?
Back home, she was upper crust. An ambassador. Respected, living the high life, but miserable. Not built for royalty, she said. With her position, the initiative sought her out as a first contact specialist. First wave out of stasis. Kalinda was the one who got me thawed out early. I'm still grateful for that. But things went south soon. She hurt me. Pretty badly.
What happened?
Oh, let's not drum up that sob story. It's all water under the bridge.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, it stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
Ket genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all Ket. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
If you and the rest of the team could figure them out, it might make a huge difference.
Already on it, Pathfinder.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Ryder, might I borrow your research room access?
What for?
There's a small something I need to take care of. I might need your help if you could.
I'll help if I can.
Suvi, could you take the helm for a little while? I mostly need your authorization to add to the database.
Is that our drive core?
The full blueprint. Only a few are in the system. I had them all by memory. So I drew them out. Every line, all the specs. Gil will be needing them. I won't.
You're still not comfortable with Gil being in charge of your Tempest, are you?
Call it more memories. Of the time that they were going to scrap the whole project. Some engineering consultant kept insisting the ship would never fly right. He used a lot of Gil's arguments. I think that's why this hurts. The others died thinking we won, that their legacy was safe, and I failed them.
You showed us the Tempest through your eyes. Why she matters. Even Gil sees it now.
We forget all our technology didn't just appear. Someone invented it. Someone cared. And in the end, someone new always takes up the banner and pushes forward. I need the tech officer's sign-off on these schematics. Any thoughts on how to do this?
Gil, got a minute? I need you in the research room.
Be right there. I thought we settled this. What's going on?
I saved the Tempest schematics for you. It'll be easier with them on hand.
Seeing her drawn out down to the basics, she's kind of beautiful.
Oh, right. You never saw.
Yeah, look at the arc here. That's artistry. And there.
So the Angara were fighting their own. Ah, Sloane. She hasn't changed a bit since the mutiny. Just finally showing her colors instead of pretending to be civilized and shit.
Can we expect any more trouble with her, or are we done with the surprises?
Done with surprises? She's twistier than a biotic in an Ezo storm. She'll keep her word, big on honor, that one. Just never show any weakness and you'll be fine.
We can talk more later.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?